Good morning, friends. Today I want to talk about something so simple, yet so profound, your thoughts. Every single thing in your life, the relationships you cherish, the circumstances you encounter, and the joy or struggle you experience begins with a single thought. You see, your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. What you think about, you bring about. If you believe the world is filled with obstacles and scarcity, that's exactly what you'll see. But if you shift your thinking just a little toward abundance, love, and possibility, the entire universe will rise to meet you in ways you can't imagine. Here's the key: you have the power to choose your thoughts. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've gone through. At this very moment, you have the ability to shift your mental focus. Your past does not define you. What defines you is the story you tell yourself right now. When you wake up tomorrow morning, pause for just a moment and ask yourself, what kind of day am I creating? Am I creating one filled with frustration and complaints, or am I choosing to see beauty and opportunity? The answer lies in how you think. Great Taoist master Lao Tzu said, if you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. What he meant is that your external world is just a reflection of your internal one. If you want to change your life, you must first change what's happening inside of you. Here's something I've learned: when you focus on what's missing in your life, that's all you'll ever see. But if you focus on gratitude, on the blessings you already have, you'll begin to attract more things to be grateful for. It's not magic, it's the law of the universe. Energy flows where your attention goes. Now, you might be wondering, Wayne, how do I change my thoughts when my life feels so difficult? And I want you to know, I hear you, life can be tough. But remember this: you are not your circumstances. You are not your failures, your struggles, or even your achievements. You are a divine being, here for a purpose greater than you can fathom. Start small. Instead of saying, I can't, try saying, what if? Instead of focusing on fears, faith. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself, I am more than this moment. I am infinite potential. Friends, I want to leave you with this: life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. When you choose to change your thoughts, the world around you will transform. You will notice kindness where you once saw anger, opportunity where you once saw obstacles, and love where you once felt fear. Today, I invite you to step into your power. Don't just think about changing your life, decide to do it. One thought at a time. One moment at a time. Because when you change your thoughts, you truly change your life. Friends, let me ask you a question. What if I told you that your thoughts are the most powerful tool you possess? They are the foundation upon which your entire life is built. But here's the catch. Most of us go through life unaware of the power our thoughts hold. We allow them to run on autopilot, filled with fear, doubt, and limitation. And then we wonder why we feel stuck. What I'm here to tell you is that your thoughts are not just random, they are creative forces. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of negativity, what will grow? Weeds. But if you plant seeds of love, hope, and belief, your life will bloom in ways you never imagined. You are not your thoughts. The first step to changing your life is realizing that you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And as the thinker, you can choose to redirect them. Think about that for a moment. If a thought doesn't serve you, if it makes you feel small, fearful, or incapable, you have the power to let it go and choose a better one. But here's the challenge. Many of us hold on to our negative thoughts as if they are truths. We say, I've always been this way, or that's just how life is. And those are the stories you've been telling yourself. And here's the good news. You can write a new story starting today. How your thoughts shape your reality. Let me share a truth with you. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. If you're constantly thinking, nothing ever works out for me, what happens? You unconsciously align your actions, emotions, and energy with that belief, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But if you start thinking things are always working out for me, even when I don't see how, you shift your energy. You begin to notice opportunities where before you saw only obstacles. You attract people and situations that align with this new belief. This isn't wishful thinking, it's the power of focus. The science behind it, even neuroscience, backs this up. There's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, RAS, which acts like a filter. It decides what information is important based on what you focus on. If you're constantly focused on problems, that's all your brain will notice. But if you train yourself to focus on solutions and possibilities, your brain will start seeking those out instead. Practical steps to change your thoughts now. Let's get practical. How do you actually change your thoughts? Here are 3 simple but powerful steps. 1. Awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Throughout your day, stop and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Are your thoughts helping you or holding you back? Awareness is the first step to transformation. 2. Replace limiting beliefs when you catch yourself thinking something negative like I'm not good enough or I can't do this challenge. Ask yourself, is this really true? Replace it with an empowering thought, such as I am capable or I am learning. 3. Gratitude practice. Start and end each day with gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, and over time it rewires your brain to see the good in every situation. Let go of resistance. Often what holds us back is resistance to change, resistance to the unknown, and resistance to letting go of old beliefs. But remember, growth requires change. It requires stepping outside your comfort zone. Instead of resisting, try surrendering. Trust that life is always unfolding for your highest good, even if it doesn't seem that way in the moment. An example to inspire you, let me share a story. A man once came to feeling completely defeated. He had lost his job, his marriage was falling apart, and he was consumed by thoughts of failure. I told him, your circumstances do not define you. What defines you is how you choose to think about them. I asked him to start focusing on what he could control, his attitude. Every morning he wrote down one positive thought, even if he didn't believe it at first. Today is a new beginning, he would write. Over time, those small shifts in thinking led to bigger changes. He found a new job, repaired his relationships, and rediscovered joy, not because his circumstances changed first, but because his thoughts did. Final reflection, friends, I want you to remember this. Your thoughts are the brush with which you paint the canvas of your life. What masterpiece are you creating? You have the power to choose thoughts that uplift you, empower you, and inspire you to live your best life. So as you leave here today, make a commitment to yourself. No more dwelling on what's wrong. Focus on what's possible. Plant seeds of positivity and watch how your life transforms. Because when you change your thoughts, you truly do change your life. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you stopped to examine your thoughts? Not the surface level ones, like what should I eat today, but the deeper ones, the ones that shape your perception of the world. You see, most of us walk through life unaware of the mental conversations we're constantly having. These conversations determine the quality of our relationships, careers, and even our health. But here's the beautiful truth. You are not at the mercy of your thoughts. You have the power to change them, and you do. You'll change everything else in your life as well. The thought experiment, let me demonstrate this for you. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this scenario. You're walking down the street and someone you know walks right past you without saying hello. What's your first thought? Maybe you think, did I do something wrong? Or they must not like me anymore. Now pause. What if you changed your thought? What if you considered, maybe they didn't see me or they're probably lost in their own thoughts? Notice how those different interpretations make you feel. Here's the point. The event didn't change. Your thoughts about it did. And that shift in perception can be the difference between feeling hurt and feeling at peace. Your thoughts create your reality. Every experience in your life is filtered through the lens of your thoughts. Think of it like wearing a pair of sunglasses. If your thought glasses are tinted with fear, scarcity, or self-doubt, that's how you'll see the world. But if your lenses are tinted with gratitude, love, and a possibility, your entire reality changes. Take Sarah, for example. Sarah lost her job last year. Her initial thought was, I'm a failure. I'll never find anything better. And as long as she held on to that belief, she stayed stuck. But one day, she decided to change her story. She began telling herself, this is an opportunity to find something even better. That small shift led her to take action. She updated her resume, reached out to her network, and found a position she loved, one that wouldn't have been possible if she stayed stuck in her old way of thinking. Demonstration, reframing negative thoughts. Let's try this together. Think of a negative thought you've had recently, something like, I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed. Now write that thought down. Take a moment to look at it and ask yourself, is this thought absolutely true? Is there any evidence that contradicts it? Now reframe it. Instead of I'm not good enough, try I'm growing and learning every day. Instead of I'll never succeed, say I haven't succeeded yet, but I'm taking steps in the right direction. Notice how that feels in your body. Do you feel lighter? More hopeful? That's the power of reframing your thoughts. The ripple effect, let me share another example. John was constantly overwhelmed by his financial struggles. His dominant thought was, I'll never get ahead, but I challenged him to shift his focus to gratitude. Every day, he wrote down one thing he was thankful for, whether it was having food on the table or simply waking up healthy. Over time, something incredible happened. His mindset shifted from lack to abundance. He started seeing opportunities he hadn't noticed before, like freelancing skills he could monetize. That simple change in thought created a ripple effect that improved not just his finances, but his entire outlook on life. The science behind it, you might be thinking, Wayne, this sounds too simple to be true. But let's look at the science. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity, which means it can rewire itself based on your thoughts and behaviors. When you repeatedly think a certain way, positive or negative, you strengthen neural pathways that make those thoughts easier to access. It's like carving a path in the forest. The more you walk it, the clearer it becomes. So if you want to create a new reality, you must start by carving new thought patterns. Practical steps for changing your thoughts now. Let me give you 3 practical tools you can use every day to change your thoughts and, by extension, your life. 1. The pause and reframe technique. The next time you notice a negative thought, pause. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me? If not, replace it with one that does. For example, if you think I'll never get through this, reframe it as, this is challenging, but I've overcome challenges before. 2. Visualization. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing the life you want. Close your eyes and picture yourself living your dreams. Feel the emotions of success, joy, and gratitude as if it's already happening. Visualization wires your believe in possibility. 3. Affirmations. Choose 1 or 2 affirmations that resonate with you. Repeat them daily like a mantra. Try something like, I am worthy of success and happiness, or I am in control of my thoughts and my life. Over time, these affirmations will become your default beliefs. Final thought, be gentle with yourself. Remember, changing your thoughts is a practice, not a one-time event. Be patient and kind to yourself as you navigate this journey. Some days your old thoughts might creep back in, and that's okay. Each moment is an opportunity to start fresh. So my friends, as you leave here today, I encourage you to take control of the story you're telling yourself. Replace doubt with faith, fear with love, and negativity with possibility. When you do, you'll discover that life isn't something happening to you. It's something you're creating with every thought you think. Change your thoughts, and you truly will change your life. A thought is energy. It's invisible, yet it has the power to shape your reality. Imagine standing at the edge of a calm lake with a pebble in your hand. You drop that pebble into the water, and what happens? Ripples spread outward, touching every corner of the lake. Your thoughts are the pebble, and your life is the lake. A single thought can ripple out to influence your emotions, your actions, and the outcomes you experience. But here's the key: you are the one holding the pebble. You decide what kind of ripples you create. The stories we tell ourselves every day, we tell ourselves stories. Some of these stories are empowering, but many are not. Let me share the story of Maria. Maria grew up hearing, money doesn't grow on trees and we'll never have enough. These phrases became the background music of her life. As an adult, even when she earned a good salary, she found herself living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because her thoughts about money were rooted in scarcity. One day, Maria decided to rewrite her story. She started telling herself, I am capable of managing my finances, and money flows to me easily. At first, these new thoughts felt unnatural, even fake. But she kept at it. Over time, Maria's actions began to align with her new beliefs. She started saving, investing, and looking for opportunities to grow her income. The result? Maria didn't just change her finances, she changed her relationship with abundance. Now, let's bring this closer to you. What stories are you telling yourself? Are they stories of limitation or empowerment? If they aren't serving you, it's time to rewrite them. Exercise awareness of thoughts. Take a moment to think about a recurring challenge in your life. Maybe it's your career, relationships, or health. Write it down. Now ask yourself 1. What are the thoughts I have about this situation? For example, I'll never find a job I love. 2. Are these thoughts true, or are they just assumptions I've accepted? 3. What's a more empowering thought I can choose instead? For example, there are countless opportunities, and I'm open to finding the right one. Commit to practicing this awareness daily. The goal is to catch your limiting thoughts and replace them with empowering ones. How changing thoughts shifts energy. Think of your mind as a radio transmitter. It's constantly broadcasting your thoughts into the universe, and the universe responds by matching your frequency. If you're broadcasting fear, doubt, or anger, you'll attract more situations that reinforce those feelings. But if you broadcast love, faith, and gratitude, you'll start attracting experiences that reflect those higher vibrations. Here's a story to illustrate this. Michael was an entrepreneur struggling to grow his business. His dominant thought was, there's too much competition, I'll never stand out. This mindset kept him stuck in fear and indecision. After hearing about the power of thought, Michael decided to try something new. Each morning, he sat quietly for 5 minutes and visualized his business thriving. He imagined happy customers, financial success, and a sense of fulfillment. Slowly but surely, his energy shifted. He began making bolder decisions, reaching out to new clients and attracting opportunities he hadn't seen before. Within a year, his business doubled, not because the market changed, but because Michael changed. The role of gratitude in thought transformation. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift your thoughts. Why? Because it forces you to focus on what's already good in your life. And when you focus on abundance, you attract more of it. Here's just a simple exercise you can start today every morning. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Be specific. Instead of saying, I'm grateful for my family, say, I'm grateful for the way my daughter made me laugh yesterday. At the end of the day, reflect on one thing that went well, no matter how small. These practices will train your brain to notice the positives, even in challenging times. Visualization. The mind's superpower, visualization, is one of the most powerful tools for changing your thoughts. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a real event and one vividly imagined. So why not use this to your advantage? Here's how to do it. 1. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. 2. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. 3. Picture a specific goal you want to achieve. See yourself living that reality. How does it feel? What do you see, hear, and smell? Immerse yourself in the details. Do this daily. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's a way to reprogram your subconscious mind to align with your desires. Demonstration, flip the script, let's try this together. Think about a limiting thought you've had recently, something like, I'm not smart enough to achieve that goal. Now flip the script. Instead of focusing on the limitation, focus on the possibility. Say to yourself, I have the ability to learn and grow. Every day I'm getting closer to my goal. Write it down, repeat it out loud, and notice how it feels. It might seem awkward at first, but over time, these new thoughts will become your truth. Wayne's wisdom, let go of ego. Wayne Dyer often talked about the importance of letting go of ego, the part of us that clings to fear, judgment, and the need for control. Ego-driven thoughts like I need to prove myself, or what if I fail, keep us stuck. To move beyond ego, practice surrender. Trust that life is unfolding perfectly even when things don't go according to plan. Remind yourself, you are not your achievements or possessions. You are a divine being capable of infinite growth and love. Final reflection, changing your thoughts isn't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a perspective that empowers you to grow, learn, and thrive. So as you go about your day, remember every thought is a choice. Your thoughts are shaping your life moment by moment. You have the power to choose love over fear, abundance over scarcity, and possibility over limitation. Take the first step today. Change one thought, plant one new seed, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Because when you change your thoughts, you truly do change your life. Before we can change our thoughts, we must understand their origin. Most of our thoughts are not truly ours. They come from external influences like upbringing, culture, media, or the people we surround ourselves with. Take a moment to reflect, what beliefs about yourself or the world have you adopted from others? Are these beliefs serving you, or are they limiting you? For example, if you grew up hearing, life is a struggle, you might unconsciously expect hardship in every area of your life. But here's the truth, you have the power to question and rewrite those beliefs. The metaphor of the mental garden, picture your mind as a garden. Every thought you think is a seed. If you plant seeds of negativity, self-doubt, fear, anger, you'll grow a garden of weeds. But if you plant seeds of positivity, faith, gratitude, joy, you'll grow a lush, vibrant landscape. Here's the key, you are the gardener. You get to decide what grows in your mental garden. Every time you catch a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, it's like pulling out a weed and planting a flower. Over time, your mental garden will flourish. Exercise, spend 5 minutes each evening reflecting on the seeds you planted that day. If you notice weeds, negative thoughts, imagine pulling them out. Then plant a new thought, I am capable, or tomorrow is a fresh start. The role of energy in thought transformation, Wayne Dyer often said, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Your thoughts emit a vibration, and that vibration draws in people, opportunities, and circumstances that match it. If you're vibrating at the frequency of fear or scarcity, you'll attract more situations that reinforce those emotions. But when you vibrate at the frequency of love, gratitude, and abundance, life will mirror that back to you. Demonstration, shifting energy in real time. 1, think of a recent situation that upset you. Perhaps someone criticized you or a plan didn't go your way. 2, notice the thoughts and feelings this situation triggered. Were they rooted in fear, frustration, or self-doubt? 3, now consciously shift your energy. Ask yourself, what is the highest thought I can choose in this moment? Instead of thinking this is unfair, choose. This is an opportunity for growth. Instead of they don't respect me, think I choose to see this person with compassion. Feel the shift in your body as you make this choice. Your breathing may deepen, your shoulders may relax, and your perspective will expand. The science rewiring your brain with neuroplasticity, neuroscience shows us that our brains are not fixed, they are constantly rewiring based on our thoughts and actions. This process, called neuroplasticity, means that every time you choose a new thought, you're creating a new neural pathway. Here's the good news. The more you use a pathway, the stronger it becomes. Over time, your positive thoughts will become automatic, just like riding a bike or tying your shoes. How to harness neuroplasticity? 1. Repetition, repeat affirmations or empowering thoughts daily. Consistency is key. 2. Emotion. Attach strong, positive emotions to your new thoughts. The brain remembers feelings more than words. 3. Visualization. Picture your new reality in vivid detail. This helps your brain accept it as truth. Transforming key areas of life with thought shifts. 1. Relationships, negative thought. They never listen to me. New thought. I will communicate my needs clearly and lovingly. Story. Alex always felt his partner didn't value his opinions. But when he changed his inner dialogue, he noticed something remarkable. The more calmly and confidently he expressed himself, the more his partner began to respond. His relationship transformed not because the other person changed, but because his energy did. 2. Career negative thought. I'm not qualified for this role. New thought. I have unique strengths that make me valuable. Story. Priya wanted to apply for her dream job, but felt she didn't meet all the requirements. Instead of giving up, she focused on her strengths, her creativity, and problem-solving skills. She walked into the interview with confidence and landed the job, proving that mindset matters as much as qualifications. 3. Health negative thought. I'll never be fit. New thought. My body is capable of healing and growth. Story. James had struggled with weight loss for years. Every time he failed a diet, he'd think, I'm hopeless. But one day he decided to focus on small wins, drinking more water, walking daily, and celebrating progress. His thoughts shifted from shame to pride. And over time, his body reflected his new mindset. Advanced techniques for thought mastery. 1. Mindfulness meditation. Sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment. When a negative thought arises, label it, this is fear or this is doubt. Then gently redirect your focus to your breath or a positive affirmation. 2. Gratitude amplification. Think of one thing you're grateful for and spend 1 to 2 minutes focusing deeply on it. Feel the gratitude expand in your heart. This practice raises your vibration instantly. 3. Future self-visualization. Imagine the version of you who has already achieved your goals. How do they think, act, and feel? Start embodying those qualities now. Metaphor, the lighthouse. Imagine you are a lighthouse. Your thoughts are the light you project out into the world. If your thoughts are dim, clouded by fear or negativity, your light won't reach far. But when your thoughts are clear, focused, and filled with love, your light shines brightly, guiding others and attracting opportunities. You don't need to chase the ships. Your light will naturally draw them to you. Final reflection. The present moment is key. All transformation happens in the present moment. You don't need to wait for tomorrow to start changing your thoughts. Right here, right now, you have the power to choose differently. Ask yourself, what is one thought I can change today? How can I align my energy with the life I desire? Remember, life is something happening to you. It's something you're creating. When you change your thoughts, you change your energy, and when you change your energy, you change your life. The foundation of change, shifting from fear to love. At the heart of all transformation lies a choice to think and act from a place of fear or love. Fear breeds doubt, scarcity, and resistance. Love, on the other hand, creates abundance, clarity, and peace. Wayne Dyer often said, loving people live in a loving world. Hostile people live in a hostile world. Same world. The difference is in perception, which stems from thought. Metaphor, imagine life as a mirror. If you frown at it, the reflection frowns back. But when you smile, the reflection brightens. The world reflects what you project. By shifting your thoughts to ones of love, you invite love into your life. Demonstration, the shift in action. Think about a situation in your life where you've been acting from fear. Perhaps it's avoiding a tough conversation or holding back on a dream because of self-doubt. Write down the fear-based thought. What if I fail? Now reframe it with love. What if this brings me growth and joy? Notice how this small shift in perspective opens up possibilities where fear once created walls. The butterfly effect of thoughts. When you change a single thought, it doesn't just stay within you. It creates a ripple effect in the world around you. This is the butterfly effect of consciousness. Consider this. Imagine you walk into a room with a sour mood. Your energy impacts everyone around you. But if you enter with kindness and positivity, you lift the entire room. Story Emma worked in a toxic office environment. Every day her coworkers gossiped and complained. At first she joined in, believing it was just the culture. But one day she decided to change her approach. Instead of complaining, she started expressing gratitude for small wins and offering words of encouragement. Slowly, her energy began to influence her team. The gossip lessened, teamwork improved, and Emma found herself enjoying her job more. Takeaway: your thoughts are not confined to your mind. They influence the collective energy of those around you. The role of the subconscious mind did. You know that 95% of your thoughts are driven by your subconscious mind. This part of your mind operates on autopilot, running programs based on past experiences and ingrained beliefs. If you want to change your life, you must reprogram your subconscious. Exercise reprogramming the subconscious one. Identify the program. What recurring belief holds you back? For example, I'm not worthy of success. 2. Rewrite the program, replace it with an empowering belief, such as I am deserving of success and joy. 3. Anchor the new thought, use repetition, visualization, and visual reinforce the new belief. Repeat it daily, feel it in your heart, and visualize a life where this belief is your reality. Over time, this new program will replace the old one, and your actions will align with your upgraded mindset. Metaphor: the GPS of life, your thoughts are like the destination you program into a GPS. If you type in failure or I'm stuck, the GPS will guide you to those experiences. But if you input success, peace, or abundance, the GPS recalculates to lead you there. Here's the catch: the GPS doesn't question your destination, it simply follows your input. That's why it's so important to consciously choose empowering thoughts. Practical step each morning: set an intention for your day. Decide where you want your mental GPS to take you. For example, today I choose patience and kindness. I welcome opportunities for growth and success. This practice ensures your mind is programmed to align with your highest goals. Changing thoughts in challenging times: it's easy to think positively when life is going well, but true transformation happens when you change your thoughts during adversity. Story: Tom was diagnosed with a chronic illness. His initial thoughts were filled with fear and despair. Why me? My life is over. But after reading about the power of thought, he decided to shift his perspective. He began telling himself, this is an opportunity to become stronger and more mindful. Tom started meditating, eating healthier, and connecting with others facing similar challenges. Not only did his health improve, but he discovered a sense of purpose in helping others navigate their own struggles. Lesson: your circumstances don't define you, your thoughts about them do. Advanced practices for thought transformation. 1. The power of I am statements. The words I am are among the most powerful in any language because they define your identity. When you say I am tired or I am unlucky, you claim those states as your truth. Instead, use I am statements to create the reality you desire. I am resilient. I am abundant. I am worthy of love and success. Repeat these affirmations daily, especially in front of a mirror, to reinforce them in your subconscious mind. 2. Gratitude as a magnet for abundance. Gratitude is more than a feel-good practice. It's a tool for rewiring your thoughts toward abundance. Exercise gratitude journaling with depth. 1. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. 2. Next to each, write why you're grateful. For example, I'm grateful for my health because it allows me to care for my family. 3. Feel the gratitude deeply as you write. The why adds emotional weight, making the practice more impactful. 4. Thought check-ins throughout the day. Your mind produces thousands of thoughts daily, but most go unnoticed. To regain control, practice periodic check-ins. Set a timer on your phone to pause every few hours. Ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Is this thought serving me? If the thought is negative, choose a new one. This simple habit builds awareness and keeps your mental garden free of weeds. Metaphor: the architect of your life. Imagine your life as a grand building and your thoughts are the blueprint. If the blueprint is flawed, the building will reflect those flaws. But when you design the blueprint with care, the structure becomes a masterpiece. Action step: every evening, spend 5 minutes reviewing your day. Ask yourself, did my thoughts today reflect the life I want to build? How can I improve tomorrow's blueprint? This nightly reflection ensures you're consciously designing your life one thought at a time. The ultimate thought: trusting the flow of life. Sometimes the most powerful thought you can hold is trust. Trust that the universe is working for you even when you can't see it. Trust that every setback is a setup for something greater. Practice when faced with uncertainty. Repeat this mantra: I trust the process of life. Everything is unfolding perfectly for my highest good. By releasing control and trusting the flow, you align yourself with the natural harmony of the universe. Final thought, a lifelong practice changing your thoughts is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong practice. There will be days when old patterns resurface, and that's okay. Each moment offers a new opportunity to choose again. Remember, your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. Small shifts in thinking create monumental changes over time. You are the creator of your life, and the power to transform it lies within you. So start today. Change one thought. Plant one seed. Trust in the process and watch as your life blossoms into something extraordinary. The power of self-mastery and inner strength. Self-mastery is the ability to control your mind, emotions, and behaviors to create the life you desire. Wayne Dyer often spoke about the importance of mastering your thoughts because they are the driving force behind your actions. Without mastery, we become victims of our reactions and conditioning. Self-mastery isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. It's recognizing that you are the creator of your thoughts, not the circumstances around you. The more you practice mastering your thoughts, the more control you have over your life. Exercise when you feel emotional or reactive. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what thought led to this emotion? Then ask, how can I shift this thought to create a different emotion? This practice can be life-changing, because once you take responsibility for your reactions, you gain the power to change them. The role of resistance in change: whenever we try to change our thoughts or habits, we encounter resistance. This is a natural part of growth because our minds are comfortable with familiar patterns. But resistance doesn't mean that the change is wrong. It often means the change is needed. Metaphor, the seed breaking through the soil. Think about a seed growing into a plant. The process of breaking through the soil is tough. It faces friction, resistance, and darkness. Yet without this struggle, the seed cannot grow into a beautiful tree. Similarly, when you encounter resistance in your life, it is the sign that you are growing. What to do with resistance? Acknowledge it. Resistance is not something to fear. It's a sign that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Welcome it instead of fighting it. Accept it as part of the process. Ask yourself why. What is the belief or fear causing this resistance? How can I shift this belief? By embracing resistance as a part of growth, you can move through it with more ease and grace, knowing that it's leading you toward your higher self. Integrating spiritual wisdom for a deeper transformation. Wayne Dyer's teachings were deeply rooted in spirituality, especially the idea that we are all connected to a greater source, whether you call it God, the universe, or simply the energy of life. When we align our thoughts with this higher power, we begin to see miracles in our lives. In his work, Dyer often referenced the concept of being versus doing. The idea is that when you stop striving and focus on being present in the moment and open yourself up to the flow of life, allowing things to unfold naturally. Spiritual practice 1. Morning meditation. Spend a few minutes in quiet stillness each morning. Breathe deeply and let go of all your worries and to-do lists. Focus on the idea of simply being, existing as a part of the greater whole. 2. Surrender control over the outcome. Trust that the universe or your higher self is guiding you even when you don't know how things will turn out. This takes the pressure off and opens up space for miraculous change. Quote from Wayne Dyer: "You are not stuck where you are unless you decide to be." This speaks to the importance of releasing the need for control. When you allow things to flow rather than forcing them, you invite divine wisdom and clarity into your life. Mindfulness in the present moment. A key to unlocking transformation. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to the present moment without judgment. When you are mindful, you're not dwelling in the past or worrying about the future. You are fully immersed in the here and now.